Hey guys, so in today's video, we will start discussing the most awaited module of all, and this is Facebook ads. Now this is going to be a large module because I will explain every ad objective. I will explain how you can target visitors. I will explain how you can target your perfect audience. I will explain all of that. I will also explain how to use the Facebook pixel. I will also give you a basic funnel that works really well that you can take people through so they can end up buying your client stuff or your own stuff. So let's start, and I'm going to head on to Facebook and show you the first ad objective that we're going to discuss. So we are in Facebook, and now right now you're probably wondering, what is this here? My ad account got suspended. I've had a lot of problems with Facebook. Every time I spend a certain amount of money, for some reason my ad account gets suspended and I have to go through the whole process of re-enabling it. But this time they said that they won't re-enable it and I had to create a new ad account. This is my main ad account. This is the ad account that I use most often to create ads. It's my personal ad account. I know most people say you have to open a business page on Facebook that you can open through business.facebook.com, and I do have one, but most of the times it's just easier for me to use this ad account. But now that it's suspended, I have to use the other ones. Anyways, in this video I will be discussing the first most important ad objective that you're going to be using for your clients and for yourself, depending on why you're watching this course. Anyway, so the first one we're going to discuss is the traffic objective. So you probably know already what this is. So the idea of the traffic objective is to create an ad that brings people from Facebook to your or your client's website. So basically, you take those people that are watching you on Facebook, that are seeing your ad on Facebook, and you're directing them to a website from which they can buy something or opt in and give you their email address or their phone number and so on, depending on your goal. So it works really well. Most of the times I use the traffic objective because it's the most intuitive one. I've gotten great results from this and I've made a lot of money from this objective, but sometimes it's not the best objective. Why? Because you may want to, for example, increase the likes of your client's page, for which you will be using the engagement objective, which we will discuss in the next video. But for now, this is the traffic objective. You bring people from Facebook into a website to take any action that you want. So let's try to create a sample ad with the traffic objective. Okay, so we've chosen the traffic objective. I'm just going to click on continue. Alright, so this is the menu that you're going to get when you get into Facebook ads. You can see your saved audiences here, and I'm going to show you how you can save an audience that maybe performed really well and you would like to use again. So, for example, here are your custom audiences. Those are custom audiences either from your pixel or a list of people's emails that you have collected either through giving something away for free and they opting in, or just because they want to receive a promotion or whatever. And you can put those emails into Facebook, which I'll show you. I'll show you how to create custom audiences, and basically you can target all of those people. So we're not going to discuss this extensively right now. I'm just showing you an overview of how you create a traffic ad. So this right here is the location. So here you're going to be choosing which locations you want to target, which countries, which cities. Let's say we want to target the United States. And now remember, the top 6 countries, people say there are top 5, but I include one because it's also one of the richest countries, and that is Ireland. But anyways, the top 6 countries you should be targeting, and of course it depends on where your clients are. But if you're targeting something that's international, something that can be bought online and can be shipped internationally, you have to target either the USA, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and Ireland. Those are the countries I target specifically because those are the best, the top tier countries. And if you want real results and not just numbers, you have to target those countries. Those are the best countries to target, and almost every marketer is targeting them, and that's why they're a little more expensive. So you're going to include a location. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to include the United States. Okay, so we've chosen the United States. Let's just, for example, choose people. Let's say we are creating an ad for a real estate agent. So let's not choose United States, and let's choose a specific city in the US. Let's say New York, for example. Okay, so we are creating an ad for somebody who is a real estate agent, and they're selling some piece of real estate in the New York area. So right now we've chosen New York, and what we can do is we're going to choose people from, let's say, most of the people who can buy real estate or something like that are over 30 years old. So let's say we choose people from 30 years old to, let's say, 50. For now, just by targeting New York and getting people from 30 to 50 years old, we have 10 to 52 link clicks per day. Now, this is going to vary depending on how much money you put into the ad, but this is also not always accurate. Sometimes your ad will blow up and it will get a lot of clicks. Sometimes it will be really bad and it won't even get 52 clicks. So let's say we want to target only men, and we're not going to be entering a language because most people in New York speak the English language, but even if they don't, they probably know it. So now we're going into the detailed targeting. Now, what I want to explain here is, look, if you're targeting something that can be bought online, and that can be shipped internationally and so on, something that can be bought internationally, choose an audience size of 500,000 to a million and 500,000, somewhere along those lines. More than that, and Facebook will start giving you diminishing returns. Less than that, and you might be losing customers. So 500,000 to 1,500,000 is a good place to start. So how do you reduce this audience size? Like, for example, this potential reach is 1,100,000 people. Now, we only want to target people who are interested in real estate. We don't really want to target 1,100,000 people. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the detailed targeting area of building an ad, and I'm gonna just type in real estate, for example. Okay, so here there are people who are interested in real estate, and there are also people who are owners or employees of a business in the real estate industry. So those people are for sure interested in real estate, right? There's real estate brokers, there's real estate development, luxury real estate appraisal, and so on. So let's choose the real estate interest, and as you can see, we now have 320,000 people in New York from 30 to 50 years old who are interested in real estate. But let's narrow it a bit more. Let's say we want to target somebody interested in real estate and somebody who is an employee or an owner at a real estate and in the real estate industry. So now we're targeting 22,000 people. As you can see, now we're targeting people who are interested in real estate and who also are employees or owners of companies in the real estate industry. Let's say we want to sell a house. We have a client that's a real estate agent. We won't be targeting people who are interested in real estate. We want to target consumers, somebody who wants to buy that house. So how are we going to do this? Let's brainstorm a little. Sometimes you will not be able to think of any types of people who might like real estate, who might want to buy a car. So what are we going to do? We can click on the browse button over here, and Facebook is going to give us all kinds of suggestions: behaviors, interests, demographics, and more categories. Usually in the more categories, there's only this. I don't know if this is for everybody, but I have nail care for some reason. But the main ones are behaviors, interests, and demographics. So let's see the demographics section. Okay, we can go in financial, and we can choose an income that most of those people have. So let's say you're selling a house for, I don't know, just giving a number out there, for 50,000. So we want to choose somebody who can actually afford that house. So let's say we choose people from 100,000 who have an income of 100,000 to 125,000 per year. Let's choose those. Let's also choose 125,000 to 150,000, and let's also choose 150,000 to 250,000. So now we're targeting people who have an income from 100,000 to 250,000 a year. And as you can see, our audience is now 340,000 people. So 340,000 people in New York that Facebook recognizes are having those kinds of income. But now we can also narrow it a bit further. Let's say we want to target some buyers. As you can see, I just typed in credit card. We can now see Facebook has a collection of people who are active credit card users, who primarily use credit cards, who have premium credit cards. So let's just choose all of those, active credit card user, and let's choose active credit card user and premium credit cards, or just premium credit cards. Let's just go with a premium credit card. Those are people who have good credit scores. I don't know how that works in the US. I just know from basic knowledge that premium credit cards is basically they have good credit scores. Anyway, so now we're getting 120,000 people. So how are we going to narrow people who are looking for a house? Let's see. We're going to click on narrow further, and then we're going to go into browse again, and let's see if we have something like this, people who are looking for a house. So I just typed in home in Facebook, and let's see what we have in the interests and demographics and behavior section. So what suggestions does Facebook give us? Now we can see there is an interest home. Now we want to be targeting, this is too big. I know that some people just put home as an interest in their Facebook just for fun. Housemate based households. Now look, most people who have an income of this type want to be having housemates, probably. A family-based household, yeah, some of them will, most of them will have family-based households. Young adults in home, homeowners, let's see, home type single, home, household composition, working women, I don't know what that is, home ownership, renters. So you can target people who have this income and are currently renting an apartment, and if you have a better looking apartment or a better looking house, you can sell it to them. So we didn't find any interests that people who may want to buy a house would have in their Facebook account. Most of those, at least, I don't know if we can use all of those. Maybe the home ownership renters thing, but most of those are not the exact thing I'm searching for. I'm searching for people who would be interested to buy a house right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Google and research a bit for the best websites that sell homes, for example, and then I'm going to come back to Facebook and type every one of those websites until I find one that Facebook has as an interest, so we can target people who like that page, the page of that website in Facebook. So let's see what we can find in Google. So I went into Google and I found this website, homes.com. So Facebook recognizes this as an interest. So I guess maybe this website has a Facebook page, and that Facebook page, Facebook recognizes it as an interest. And now we can target people who like that page, who are in New York, who are 30 to 50-year-old, who are men, who use premium credit cards, who have this type of income, and as I said, who like this website. So let's click on this. Let's use it as an interest, and Facebook shows us that there are fewer than 1,000 people in New York who are men, 30 to 50 years old, who have this type of income, who are premium credit cards users, and who like this website. So let's just remove the premium credit cards thing. Let's just leave people who have this type of income and like this page. Again, fewer than 1,000 people. Now, I think this is not enough. So let's target another website that I found. Let's see if Facebook has it. Realestate.com. Okay, so realestate.com.au. Let's just try this one. Again, fewer than 1,000 people. I'm going to find another website that we can use. Okay, so I know this is not a website that people use to rent homes or to, buy homes, but people who are interested in Airbnb might be interested in buying a home in New York, for example, if they are from New York. Remember that we are currently targeting people in New York for a house that we are selling in New York. So let's just target Airbnb users. And as you can see, right now, immediately we have 70,000 people that we can target who, as I said, are in New York, 30 to 50 years old, men only. Let's say we want to target men and women, Okay, so men and women, 30 to 50 years old, who have this type of income and like those websites. As you can see, 170,000 people we can target right now. So now, let's say you have created the ad, you've ran it for a while. You can go back to the ad from the ads manager and you can save the audience, or you can save every audience you create in case one of the ads, blows up, and now you know which of the audiences that you've used has given you that type of result. So we can save this audience, we can name it. As you can see, we can name it over here. I'm not going to save this, but yeah, basically you can save it from here and then you can access it again by going over here to use a saved audience. Anyways, we can edit placements. Usually people say, some marketers say that it's best to only target feeds, but I found that if I target feeds and right column, I get I don't get bad results at all. So let's say we want to target the feeds of Facebook feeds, and right column of Facebook, and we also want to target Instagram feeds. Or I'm going to actually create a separate ad that's going to target Instagram feeds. And now I'm only going to target feeds of Facebook, the feed of Facebook, and the right column of Facebook. Now we can also use this. I found that mobile only usually costs less, but sometimes, depending on what you sell, people are not going to buy from their phones. You can also only target desktop only. So depending on what you sell, you can use this, but I found that mobile only is cheaper to get results. But let's just use all devices just for the sake of this video. You can target specific mobile devices. I don't think we need this. You can also target only people that are connected to Wi-Fi. And now here you're going to set your budget. So let's say that the real estate agent you're working with has said that he has a €500 or $500 a month for ads. Now you're not going to use all of those $500 on one ad. You have to be testing. You have to test at least 5 to 10 ads, see the ones that are working the best, cut the others off and only use the best ones and put some more money in them. And when you're putting more money in them, don't just edit your budget. Just duplicate the ad and create a new ad, but duplicate your old one, the one that has worked well. Because Facebook has this error where if you increase the budget of an ad by a lot, it will start giving you very, very big diminishing returns, and the ad will start not bringing in any results, or the results are going to be really bad. So let's say you want to test this ad. I would usually test it at $10 or $5 a day, depending on how much of a budget you have. And here you're going to just set your start and end date, and you're going to optimize for link clicks. Now you can also optimize for landing page views, impressions, and daily unique reach. And link clicks Facebook will create the ad and it will optimize it and it will show it to people who are more likely to click on what you have to offer. Landing page views, Facebook will basically optimize the ad for people who are more likely to click and view your page, but it's a bit more expensive. Most of the times I get better results from link clicks, even though landing page views sounds better. Impressions, they're basically going to deliver your ad to the same people or a group of people as much times as possible. And daily unique reach, they're going to deliver your ad to new people every day as much as possible. So you can also use the daily unique reach, but then Facebook will just optimize for your ad to show it to more people. But if you use link clicks, Facebook will optimize the ad to show it to people who are more likely to click on the link, if you get what I'm saying. So let's just use the link clicks option. You can use a specific bid. Now, I'm not an expert in this, and most of the times I just stay away from this because I don't really understand it that well, and I'm humble enough to say it. But basically, you can tell Facebook how much you're ready to spend for a result. So as you can see here, the automatic one is €2 per link click. So basically, Facebook will now see that I am willing to spend up to €2 or $2, whatever you're using, up to $2 for a link click. Now, I don't think that's very good. So I just stay on the automatic option, and Facebook does it for me. And you can also choose when you get charged. So if you get charged by impression, you're basically going to get charged every time 1,000 people see your ad. If you're going to get charged by link clicks, so you're going to get charged on every link click you get. Most of the times I leave it on impression because I get cheaper results. So it's your choice. You can do both of them, whatever suits you. But in my opinion, impression is good enough, and you'll be able to get cheaper results than using link clicks. Also, I've had some problems when choosing the link click option where Facebook takes a ton of hours to just approve the ad. So again, it's your choice. You can do both. I recommend impressions because I've always done impressions, and I've seen great results with it. So let's just continue. Now, here you can choose what type of advertisements you want to make. So you can put a carousel. That can be interesting, you know. You can create an ad with multiple pictures of the home you're selling. You can also create just a single image of the house maybe, and when they click on the website they can see more. You can also use video, and I recommend this one or the slideshow. You can create a slideshow with different pictures of the house. And why do I recommend, single video or slideshow? Because let's say you have a video of the house, a really nice professionally made video of the house that the real estate agent is selling. Now you can create an ad with a video, and then you can retarget everybody who's watched more than 50% of the video or more than 75% of the video, and now you have interested buyers. You have interested people. They've watched 75% of the video of an ad that is basically selling a home. So they have been interested, but maybe they didn't click on your ad because it didn't really catch them the first time. And most of the times, people won't buy from the first time they see you. You have to follow up. That's the golden rule of anything that you're selling. And no matter how you're selling it, whether it's through ads, emails, phone calls, whatever, you have to follow up because 80% of the sales are made after the 5th to 12th follow-up. So always remember the follow-up and use, for example, a single video. I would use a video, and then I would retarget the people who have watched a certain percentage of the video. But anyways, let's just for the sake of this video, use the single image because it's the easiest one. Now here, what you're going to do is basically you're going to first upload your image. Then you're going to put the website. It can be whatever, the website of your client, or a link to the specific page of that home that the real estate agent is selling, or it may be to a page where the real estate agent can collect phone numbers from people who are at least somewhat interested in the house. So that will be a bit expensive to get. I mean, every result will be a bit expensive to get if you're looking for phone numbers, because most people don't want to give out their phone numbers on the internet. But you'll still get some results from people who are interested, and then that real estate agent can call those people and close them, and then you've made a sale together for $50,000, for example. So you can use all kinds of stuff, and you can create a simple landing page from in ClickFunnels or lead pages, and you can collect phone numbers from there, or you can just use one of the other ad objectives that I'm going to show you later, which is the lead generation objective, and you can use it for leads. So anyways, you can put the website of your client over here. You can preview the link to make sure it's right, and then you can enter some text of the ad. So let me just choose a simple image. Okay, so let's say I'm just selling this house over here, and here I'm going to put the website of my client, and then I'm going to type in something like, just for example, house on sale, and the headline will be maybe something along the lines of click here for a free report. And that report can include pictures of the house or something like that. And you can change also the button over here that you're seeing. Maybe it will be, you can do let's say you're collecting leads or phone numbers, or you want them to sign up so they can view the house or something like that. You can use the sign up button. You can use watch more if you have more videos of or pictures of the house. You can just use the normal one, which is learn more, and when people click on it, they get on the website of your client. So you can also create the ad in different language if you want to, but if you're selling to people in New York, then you don't need that. But basically that's it. That's how you create an ad, and then you can of course choose the Facebook pixel and confirm the ad, and you're off to the races, and you can start monitoring your ad. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to meet you in the next one and talk about a little more ad objectives. Now, I'm not going to go into detail for every one of them because most of the things are the same, but I'm going to show you the things that are different. So meet me in the next video.